Arrays are the most exciting things in low code and they absolutely fascinate me, and I'm going to show you today how to work with arrays and more precisely how to push an object into an array. So for example, you have something like this, a simple form, and we just have this form representing, for example, your web app, your rendered list, whatever. You have this empty array in here and you want to push data in it and you want to push multiple data in it. So I'm just going to put a name in here, going to put an email in here, and I will push an object into this array, and I will push another, and I can repeat this as much as I want. I can push multiple objects in here and so on. I can do this now for ages. So now we have an array with nested objects in here. And this may be very helpful if you want to put data together so that your backend can loop over it or can process it. This is a super handy thing, and it is super simple to do that. So what we just have here, we just have a set text action that will show that just for illustration purposes. You probably want to use a render list action or something like this. And yeah, this will be set from a variable which is defined in here. The default of that variable is just very simple, is just set to an empty array. Why empty array? Because if you don't have it set to anything and you push an array in there, the array becomes a string, and you get a whole lot of issues and maybe even potential issues for JSON injection or something like this later down the road on your backend, which you want to avoid. Yeah, but that is it. We're just setting that variable as a text so you can see how while we're going to do those things, right? So if we just add those informations in here, boom, we can push the information to the array. Very simple. So let's go to how we're going to do that. We have this form down here that will push the information to the array, and we have an onEvent onSubmit action, and we're preventing default because we are an embed 2. Perfect. Now let's run this function. So first of all, we need to define the object. So we're going to do, actually, this needs to be formatted like this a bit more. Okay, now it's nice. Okay, we're going to do let object equal, and then we define the object name, and then we're going to take the name that was inputted. We're going to put this in here in the object, and we're going to do email, and we're going to do the input of email. This is how we're going to define the object. If I were to return this object right here, we would be getting this return. This is what we just defined, right? This is the object. Now we need to push it into the array, right? So this is why we have the operator of return v.myArray, and then we use very simple .push, and we're just pushing this object which we defined in here in the existing array. Yeah, and as you can see, it is growing. Woo! And we have all that pushed in here right now. Wonderful. And then you can just add a condition in here as well, that if the dot length of the name is greater than 0, that only then you can push the information in there so that people don't push in empty information into your array. So this is how you work with arrays in Wized. It may seem intimidating, but it is quite simple. And once you get the understanding of it, you can do all those exciting stuff with it and really become the developer you would have never thought you can be. And arrays are the gateway to that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this helped you out. And yeah, see you next time. Bye-bye.